Sure thing. My name is Cassidy Jones. I'm a recruiter with Arkansas Tech University. So I go to schools in like anywhere from like Adkins, so one side of Pope County, all the way into like Oklahoma, so all along I-40. So I know Savannah, I've seen you in a couple of sessions, and you're from Greenwood, so I have Greenwood, and so I have seen a couple of my students, and it's really cool. So I will switch it over to Alex.
Alrighty, hi guys, my name is Alex Phillips. I'm the physical support analyst here in Student Accounts office. And so a little bit about student accounts, what we do, it's where you can pay your bill, it's where you can get your refund. We do student IDs as well. And so just pretty much a lot of financial things. So if you need help, just contact us, we'll be happy to help. Glad you guys are here.
I'm Nikki. I was getting some pizza. Excuse me. I'm the director of financial aid here at Tech, and our office handles your FAFSA, any scholarships you get. So I always like to say that student accounts, they're the money people, and we're the paper people over in financial aid. So generally anything paper, that's us in dealing with finances, financial aid. That's us, although we do get the scholarship checks and process them and then take them right next door to student accounts. So.
And I'm Tanda. I'm an assistant registrar for the registrar's office. We handle transcript requests, sometimes registration, major changes, and I'm here to help you with any of your transfer credit questions.
Awesome. So I will go through a couple of questions that we get frequently asked. Let everyone answer those, the necessary department, and then y'all please ask us some questions. Feel free to unmic yourself and ask them vocally, or if you drop them in the chat, I will read them out loud. But again, the more questions, the better. Then we can answer exactly what you need to know. So first up, how do I see my financial aid package?
Okay, where you want to go to see your financial aid package is you want to go into your OneTech. That's going to be pretty much your lifeline to a lot of things on campus. You can see your snapshot of your charges. You can see if you're missing anything for financial aid, if you have any red flags, or if you have all green flags. You can take care of all of that. Once you get your award notice from us, that will go to an email. You can log in to your OneTech portal, and you will be able to click on the awards section, and that will take you to your award screen. And at that place, at that point in the award section, you can accept or deny certain types of aid. Some types of aid we want you to accept. We hope that you're going to accept, such as Pell Grant. If you're eligible for Pell Grant, we automatically accept that for you, so you don't have to worry about accepting that. So anything like that, you'll do through OneTech. So make sure to stay in OneTech and keep checking that regularly.
Thank you, Nikki. Okay, so another very important question is, how do I pay my bill?
Okay, I can hopefully answer that. So different ways that we have that you can pay your account. Of course, you can come in our office, or you can do it on your OneTech as well. So in our office, we accept cash, check, or money order. You can pay it that way. Online on OneTech, like Nikki was saying, there is under the tuition and aid tab on the left, you can pay for it online with a debit, credit, or e-check option as well. And so there's many different ways you can pay. And so it just kind of just depends on your preference, really. So.
Okay, with that, when do you need to pay their bill? Okay,
so you guys should be able to see your fall tuition fees on July 15th is the goal. where you can start seeing those charges. And so we do have payment plan options as well, that it kind of just varies throughout the semester. We like to say, if you can, the first day of class is always the easiest, because you get that amount out of the way, and then the rest of the semester you don't have to worry about paying your bill. So we do have different options too. July 15th through August 22nd, we have one that is 20% down, and then you can do 4 equal payments from September to December. And then we have one right after that, after August 22nd through September 23rd, that is 25% down, and then 3 equal payments from September to December. So you just ask us to. We have the brochure on our website as well, just in case you want to look for any details about that. So, and don't hesitate to contact us too, and we'll be happy to help.
Thank you. And then there's going to be some people who they don't have a balance left to pay. They're going to get a refund. So when should they expect that refund process to happen?
Okay, so usually once that refund process happens, we get notification after the authorized aid transfers over to your student account and you have a negative balance, is what we call it. We'll run that process that following week is our goal after, and so we run our process every Monday is how it works. And then that being said, you can sign up for a direct deposit on your OneTech account, and that would be distributed that Wednesday. Sometimes it's easier to give us a call just so we can see the timing. Once we see that amount showing, we can probably give you a better estimate as of if we don't see it, of course. And then if, say, you don't want to sign up for direct deposit, we do paper checks on Fridays. And then if you don't pick your paper check up on Friday, we mail it on the following Monday. So it's really good to have your information in line too. That way, because we just mail it to the address we have for you on file. So it's really important to have of course, the address you want it to be sent to, but if you can do direct deposit, we do urge that, just because it's easier, it's quicker, and it just goes straight to your bank. So.
Awesome. Okay, changing gears a little bit to a registrar question. If I would have transfer credits, how would I see those, or what would I do to get that transfer process done?
If you do have transfer credit, you're going to want to send your official transcript to the admissions office. Once they process it on their end, they send it to me and my team. We review it, and we'll try to get that posted to your ATU transcript within 2 weeks, usually more often sooner than that. And then we send you an email with a link so you can see that on your ATU transcript.
Okay, so if I decided, I'm a perfect example, I changed my major 4 times. How does a student change their major?
Typically, that'll start with a conversation with the student's advisor, and they're going to have them fill out a change of major, which they'll bring back to our office, and we'll get that change for them.
Perfect. Okay, so how do I drop a class? What's the process on that? Both before classes start, so now if they want to drop a class, or after classes start?
Okay, so if you're wanting to drop a course before classes start, you'll need to complete or contact our office and let us know that you're wanting to drop. We're going to need something in writing. After classes begin, we're going to need something. We have an ad drop form from our office that you can take to your advisor and get all the required signatures, and then it'll come back to our office.
Okay, and another change situation, how does a student change their address?
A student can change their address by going to OneTech. I'm not familiar with where on OneTech. Let me pull that up real quick. It should be on the very first page.
Did someone say something? Sorry. I can ask another question while you're looking that up, if so.
Sure.
How does a student get their student ID? That's been a really popular question this week.
So I can hopefully answer that too. We have a couple options. They have started a new process where you can go on your OneTech account and you can submit an online request for your ID. what would happen for just upcoming freshmen or transfer students in that scenario. If you signed up, if you requested it on your One Tech, we would just process it in our office, and then on orientation in August, you would just pick it up then. If that's not an option, of course, if you don't want to do that, we usually get groups and they come in, and then we just make them right there as well. So we, of course, encourage the online process, just because you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to worry about it. You submit it, and then we get it printed off, and then we can just give it to you at orientation.
Awesome. Tanda, were you able to find that?
Yes, ma'am. It is on the very first page on the One Tech portal. You just have to scroll to the bottom to where there's a block that says personal information, and you can update your address and phone number from there.
Perfect. Thank you. Y'all want to make sure that's updated, because if anything's mailed, that needs to go to the right place. So always keep that updated. All right, Cassidy, tell us about student discounts. How do they find those? Everyone wants a discount.
That's a really good question. I always tell our students, like, make sure that you're doing everything you can to like save money, whether that's on textbooks, but also like when you go to eat and when you need to get your oil changed, because do not put that off until you get home. Make sure you're changing your oil. So you can actually go on our website. There's a link, and I'll actually drop it in the comments just so you have that information. But you can find it. There's different restaurants, like I was saying. There's also, if you tan, there's tanning salons. There's different boutiques. There's just tons of different places where you can get just different discounts. A lot of them will be like 10%, but some of them are different. If you're kind of curious, I personally just would always ask. But a lot of places have started putting a little sticker in their drive-through windows or on the front doors that says like, we accept AT discount, or like I don't know where they get them, if it's from the alumni office or where, but you can actually see the different locations that have discounts. So I'll go ahead and drop that in the comments. I'll look it up right now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need some discounts from the chiropractor when this is all done. Trying to get situated, I'm telling you.
Okay, so this is the last question that I have on our frequently asked questions. How does a student find an on-campus job, or an off-campus job, but a student job?
I can answer that one too, and if anybody else wants to hop in, you're more than welcome. But I personally graduated from Arkansas Tech a couple years ago, and I had jobs on campus and off campus. We have a super cool app. It's called the Handshake app. It's through our career services office, and it just allows students to kind of see different on-campus job positions, but it will also put on there like internships and different job opportunities for after you graduate as well. So just make sure that you get really, really familiar with that app and just the opportunities that are in there. Another way that you can find different job opportunities on and off campus is we always host, I say we, the career services office hosts job fairs within the first couple weeks of each semester, and it just shows students kind of the openings that are available for them, and we always encourage students to bring like your resume, just so if there's an office that has an opening, you can be like, oh hey, I'm super interested, here's my resume. And don't freak out if your resume is thin, because mine was too when I first started. But there's plenty of jobs on campus. Like in our office, we have tour guides. So if you're peppy and you like to talk to people and you're really pumped about tech, definitely check out tour guide options. I was a campus recreation student worker, so I worked with campus recreation. It was like the best job ever because I love sports, and I would literally sit there, score keep these games, get to meet and mingle with other students, and I got paid for it. But if you're like, heck no, I don't like sports, I don't like anything like that, we also have positions in other offices. We have positions in the library, so just kind of check them out.
I think that's a great point that Cassidy made. If you have a certain interest, go there and talk to them first, because it's always nice to have a job that you're excited about. It's going to make it more fun for you, but also better for anyone that you interact with. And with if y'all check it out and there's not a job available, say there's nothing right now, or there's nothing that you're interested in, check back as the departments have jobs or post the jobs, that will constantly update.
So there will be, oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Nikki. I was going to make this point as well. When I was a student on campus, I worked on campus, but I also worked off campus. So if we don't have options available on campus that you're interested in, we are a college town. So there are plenty of opportunities. There's restaurants, there's boutiques, there's Atwoods, Tractor Supply, Walmart, all of these different places where you can find jobs. And they typically work really, I mean, I'm not saying all of them will, but they're typically used to working with student schedules. So just make sure that if you do find a job off campus, you communicate really well with your employer, like, hey, this is my schedule. I can't work during this time, and they should be able to work with you. All right, go ahead, Nikki.
I just wanted to say also, if you're having trouble finding an on-campus job there, and I'm not sure if off-campus employers come, but there is also a job fair, a work study or non-work study job fair early in the semester, and they have openings from the different departments, which will be there, and they'll be able to take their resume and go and meet with the different departments and see if there are any openings they're interested in.
So Nikki, with that said, you mentioned work study versus non-work study. If a student sees that on their account, will you explain the differences so they know what they're looking at?
Well, they'll see work study on their award notice, but not non-work study. Federal work study is need-based, so that comes up on their award notice. Non-work study is just like a job off campus, except it has the benefits of automatically working with your schedule. They have to, because you're working on campus. The difference is the budgeting amount, how much Arkansas Tech has to put in and how much we get reimbursed sort of from the federal government. Like for every dollar, 75 cents is from the government, 25 cents is tax. But with the non-work study, it's all text. So each department has their own budget, so they know how much they can spend. That's why you may have someone or a department who says, well, I don't have any non-work study money, I only have work study, so you may not be eligible for them because of their budget. But the difference is that the reason you have to have need for federal work study is that money is coming partially, it's subsidized partially by the federal government. And non-work study is simply just like an off-campus job, just on campus.
Perfect. Okay, I'm done with my frequently asked questions. So what kind of questions do y'all have for us? Okay, Savannah, I've read about Wonder Bucks online. What are those, and do we have a certain amount allocated to us each semester?
We deal with Wonder Bucks a little bit. I'm hoping I can answer this. From my understanding, it has to be above a $50 or more. Now, I don't know limit wise. I'd have to get one of our sheets to see and look online, and I'll try to do that. I think it has to be above $50 though to request. And what you would do is you would just bring money into student accounts, and we would give you the slip, and then we would give it to Miss Miranda, who deals with that, and that would be added to your card. So if I'll try to look that up too, and see what we can figure out about it. But that's all I know thus far. It's just you come into our office, be like, hey, I want to pay $100 for Wonder Bucks, and then that way you can use it for the different places we have on campus. So.
My federal work study amount says 400. What does that mean? That's a great question.
400 is just a placeholder we use. We often have students who are very confused when we say you had estimated work study for $7,000, $3,500 per semester. They thought they were going to get that amount. So we started using just a placeholder. So if you get a job and the department will check with us, or you can check with us to see the maximum amount of work study for which you're eligible. And so we can adjust that, but that's just a little placeholder we have to show that you are eligible for work study but we don't want to confuse students and make them think that they're going to get this huge amount of money when they actually are not. They have to actually get a job, work, and earn it.
Anyone else have any questions? Any other tips and tricks of the trade anyone on the panel wants to throw out there for an incoming student?
I would like to say I hope everybody has done their FAFSA. And if you do have questions, it's for the 2021 year. And if you do have questions for the FAFSA, our staff, of course, is working remotely, but you can still email us or give us a call. They're trying their best. We're all trying to navigate this, and so hopefully we can all extend grace to one another. But we're working working like we can, and hopefully we can answer any of the questions you have. But go ahead if you haven't and complete that FAFSA. If you haven't accepted your scholarship offers for your tech scholarships, make sure to do those. If you have private scholarships or community scholarships, or say forms which need proof of enrollment or proof of registration, send those to our office. We can get those and fax those back, or any way we need to get those back. So we can do a lot of things remotely. So just let us know.
Yes, that's a good point. Everybody is here to help. So please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. And as Nikki said, we are remote, so email is usually the best first step. Phones are being forwarded, but it's a little bit easier to get people via email right now. So check out our email addresses. They are all on our websites, and we are here. Anyone else want to throw anything in there before we wrap up?
I would. So sorry, I talk a lot, but I'm used to doing this. So one thing that I always try to encourage students to do is shop around whenever you're looking for textbooks. I am like a huge advocate for trying to save as much money as possible, especially because we know that your education is an investment. So don't spend an astronomical amount on your textbooks if you don't have to. I found this super cool website when I was an undergrad student. It was called bigwords.com, and I will link that in there as well. Pretty much what happens is when you sign up for your classes, a lot of your professors and your faculty members are going to give you codes for the books, and they'll probably have you find them, but it's called an ISBN number. And on this website, you can actually type in the ISBN number, and it will populate a list of the most affordable to the least affordable websites where you can find those books. So another fun fact, our bookstore as well as the textbook broker's bookstore, they price match. So if you take screenshots of those websites showing like, hey, this book costs $20 and $5 shipping, then you can take that screenshot into these bookstores, and they will most of the time use that price. So just a fun little fact that I found on my own a couple years ago.
That is awesome. It looks like Alex looked up the Wonder Bucks. So they're funds that you can be added to your student account. They can be used at Chartwells, which are our different dining locations on campus, the bookstore, athletic event concessions, the library for printing, and then maybe even some off-campus vendors. So that's really cool. Thank you. Good job, Savannah. Anyone else have any questions? If not, that means all of your questions were answered this week. So we're really excited about that. But if not, if you have something, throw it out here. But while you're doing your last minute thinking, just a couple of reminders. If you haven't registered, please, please, please do that. If you haven't completed your housing, make sure you do that and pick out your room and get all of the things settled. It's June, so we are way too quickly approaching the school year. So make sure you get all your last second things done. And then tomorrow, Friday, we are sending out an email with our new app. And this app is just for this incoming class to get to know each other and get any last questions answered. It's a good go-to spot. but the main purpose is so y'all can connect with each other. So there's a wall that you can post pictures, comments, meet people who have similar interests. You're still looking for a roommate, post that you're looking for a roommate. Someone else might be too. So definitely take a peek there, and we will be sending that out via email tomorrow. Anyone else before we close out?
I was going to add just a quick note, because I know that the financial point of things can be super overwhelming, especially coming into college. Been in college many years, I feel like. So hopefully, just in like a student account perspective, someone who's been in college as well, we don't want you guys to stress. Like, I know it's a lot of money to go to college, of course, and so we know that. And I know a lot of people, we want you to have the best experience possible and be able to enjoy, you know, the whole experience. And so don't hesitate to contact us. I'm a financial counselor here in student accounts. And so, you know, I can't say I can fix all problems, but hopefully I can work with you and see what we can do. Because of course we want you here and we want you to have, you know, have a good experience, of course, like I said. And, you know, we don't want you guys to stress, because college is, you know, sadly a stressful time because it's just new. It's a new experience. So please don't hesitate to contact me personally or just student accounts, and we'd love to work with you. And don't hesitate to come talk to us in our offices as well. Like, we are not, a lot of people, you know, as we say, people call us the people that take money away. We really are really nice people, and we just want you to have a good experience. And, you know, so we just don't want you to stress. And so please contact us, and we're so glad you guys are coming to Tech. So
Thank you, everyone. And it's been a super exciting week, and I'm so thankful that y'all joined us. So again, reach out to us anytime. And other than that, good afternoon.